in the US, when you make a payment, it's 100%. If you pay it, if it's declined, it's because you don't have money. 100%. So but here in Nigeria, it's most likely the POS is bad. It's not because you don't have money. So it's very rare that you don't have money. Hi, my name is Wally Adebi, and I'm the head coach and owner of Crossfit Jagun. I lived in the United States for about 18 years, and during that time, I kind of stumbled upon something called CrossFit. I was committed to it. I became an addict. I started doing CrossFit every day, 5 a.m. every day. I was in the gym before I had to go to work. So it was something that was part of my lifestyle. And so 2016, I decided to move back to Lagos with my family. And the first thing I did was to check to see if there was a CrossFit in Lagos, and there wasn't. So that was part of the decision that led me to look into CrossFit and set up my own gym. I moved back to Lagos. I hadn't set up the gym. I didn't have a plan yet. And I was trying to find, where I would work out, looking out for gyms. And my sister actually, who was living in Lagos at the time, told me there was a place I should go check out that had CrossFit equipment. There was another personal trainer in the gym, coaching somebody else, and he was doing completely rubbish. So I was like, oh. I didn't say anything. After he left, I went to talk to the person that he was coaching. I said, how much did you pay for that? And she told me it was $6,000 for the hour. So I was like, wow. I said, I will charge you half of that, and you have a much better exercise. That's been a journey. So we moved, my kids, I had 2 children, we moved them. My son was 4, my daughter was 2 when we moved. So now they're 10 and 8. And for the children, it's actually better, because in terms of being able to raise children in culture that I grew up in, and that's one of the reasons why I moved back, because I wanted my children to grow up in the culture that I grew up in, as opposed to somebody else's culture. I have always been driven by this, my entire life, and obviously it was instilled in me by my parents and my dad in particular. And what he really instilled in me was, in all of us, and all my siblings, was in everything that you do, you have to do your best at it. Things done by half are never done well. So that was kind of, he kept saying that all the time. I still remember him saying it still today. In my exercises, in my workouts, I'm always making sure that I put my best effort forward. I feel worse if I don't exert and put my best effort than if I don't beat somebody or if I don't do well. I'm just more focused about my own effort. So that's my philosophy, and I apply that in life also. I make sure that whatever I do, I try to maximize my own personal output and ensure that I do my best. So adapting to Nigerian, business society, Nigerian culture was quite difficult. So as an entrepreneur, I had to learn how to really adjust my expectations working in a different environment. But I also had to adapt and make sure that I did not lower my own standards as a business. I can write a book at this point, and I will eventually. I hope I get a chance to. Obviously, when things slow down for me, I saw that there actually is a very fast approach in terms of transfers and different types of payment solutions available in Nigeria. But what I noticed that most of them are not reliable or are not super user friendly. So, for instance, you're working with a bank. 90% of the time, when I'm making payments or I'm doing a transfer, the bank network is down. I'm having issues being able to log into the application. So we've had a lot of challenges with that. Also, we're dealing with POSs, but with the number POS, a couple of things I noticed was that it's much more, user-friendly. It's very sleek. It's very, very, advanced in terms of technology compared to the basic POSs. And I noticed that it's 100% reliable. So in terms of when the customer comes in and pays, the process or the payment goes through all the time. So usually if it doesn't go through, then it's an issue with their card as opposed to with the payment system solution or the platform. It looks cool because it's like a smartphone as opposed to an old POS. So yeah, I mean, when we made the transition, I did expect a huge bump in terms of benefits to the payments, but actually it's quite been successful. You will find that a lot of people that are doing CrossFit are very, very competitive, both in life and in their personal businesses that they're doing. The feature that I really like on the POS that people also give feedback on is there's an email function. So it's like, okay, how do you like your receipt? Email. You don't have to print this useless piece of paper that most people don't even look at, and it pollutes the environment. It drives me crazy when people print out receipts for me because it's useless. It's like if it goes and it's approved, great. I mean, you have an electronic record of it. there's no need for that piece of paper. You just throw it on a piece of paper and pollutes the environment. So for me, it's the way we need to go moving forward. There should be a functionality to get an email or SMS at the least, right? That evidence is the same, and you don't kill the environment, you don't waste resources, ink, paper. I mean, I'm surprised that there's not more people that are doing this, and it should be a requirement. Hi, my name is Wally Adebi, head coach and owner of Crossfit Jagun, and I use Number.